very much for tuning in to Straight Outta Weston, Weston-super-Mare's #1 podcast. I'm a massive fan of boats. Anything that floats, from kayaks, speedboats, to small speedboats, to little dinghies, I'm a massive fan. And I'm lucky enough, I've had a few in my time, and I managed to see Weston from the sea, Burnbeck Pier. I've been down canals in a little dinghy and just enjoyed it. But being on the water, I find is amazing, super relaxing. So this podcast, I get to chat to a fellow boater who also has the same enthusiasm for boats. Is it an enthusiasm or a curse?
Yeah, I think it's enthusiasm. Yeah. I mean,
it's enthusiasm. But I'm joined by Louis from Boat Renovation People.
Hello there.
Can we have a round of applause?
Yay. Thank you for having me.
No, honestly, it's brilliant. It's great to have a catch up as well because we haven't spoke for a while.
Yeah. When did we first meet? That was that's got to have been 7 years ago.
Was that in Bristol?
That was in Bristol.
Yeah.
That was at a pub called the Cottage Inn.
The Cottage Inn.
The Cottage Inn. What location?
So, obviously, being a boater, having a few joys next to the river, you've got, the harbour, should I say?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the harbour. Yeah.
And it was a lovely sunny day.
Yeah.
People are pouring. I was just like, I should have brought my boat.
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
Yeah, so the idea behind that one was it was a meet-up basically for fellow boaters, and everyone just sort of turned up and people actually came. I put a little advert on there on meetup.com. Yeah. I think that's still going, right? Meetup.com. I think so. And yeah, everyone turned up. I mean, you turned up from Weston, right?
Yeah, it's good. It was good. It's a good crack, and you always end up, like, especially with. So I found the boating community is so friendly. So massive shout out to my other boating mates.
Hello, boaters.
Almarine, Seafire Law, Crazy Boater,
Seagull,
the British Seagull fans.
Yeah, the Seagull.
I know. Seagull race.
Yeah. Do you know Fergal? There's an Irish guy who does Fergal.
Fergal Butler.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the Seagull man.
It's amazing. But yeah, massive thank you to all the boaters out there, and you all know who you are because we all have meetups and chats. But yeah, it's a fantastic community. So when you get offered to come and meet some of these people, it's always worth doing and chatting to.
Yeah, it was like that was a very successful day. I think we had at least 15 people turn up. I think I think that was a good effort. That was the first one. We ran like I think one more after that, but it just turned up into just us going out and getting drunk, just talking about boats, which isn't all right.
I like the ones what float on top of the water.
That is it. Yeah.
But Louis, tell us about what is Boat Renovation People? What?
Right. Yeah. So Boat Renovation People, so it started about 10 years ago. In terms of my journey, not the Boat Renovation People website. So about 10 years ago, I was living in the South Coast down in Brighton.
Right.
I was doing I'd been to uni, studied music, kind of fell out with love with it, and I was just I was doing removals, doing a bit of labouring. Yeah. I was renting a place, and I was like, man, rent's too much. I cannot afford rent. So I went back to this idea of like getting a boat to live on, and like at the time, like 10 years ago, I knew nothing. I'd say nothing. So we just started. Me and my partner, ex-partner at the time. Partner at the time, but ex now.
Yes.
We just started looking. We started pulling our money together, and we started saving up. And we found a Jaguar 27 yacht that came up, and it was like, I think it was like $5,000, and we managed to get them down to like 4. Pulled all our money together and got our first boat.
Nice.
No, I mean at that point I knew like nothing really.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
It's on water.
I mean, we moved in. I think we had the luxury of moving in on the summer.
Yeah.
And then winter came, and nothing was insulated.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was like basically
dripping wet.
Yeah.
Like caves. Yeah. With the stalagmites or stalactites, water dripping down.
Whichever way they.
Yeah. Which one's the down one? Stalagmites. Yeah. I'm sure there's a way to remember.
There must be. There's probably some little rhyme or something.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, this thing was wet in the winter and cold. But there sort of started the journey for me of sort of needing to turn like this quite old 1980s yacht into a home, basically.
Yeah.
So I had to start learning about insulation and sort of like fiberglass and repairing woodwork and like a basic knowledge of electrics, engines and stuff like that. And that was great. I learned so much from being down on the south coast.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like there was a chandlery. For anyone who doesn't know what a chandlery is, it's basically like a B&Q for boaters, and it costs loads of money. A bit like B&Q, right?
Can I just interrupt you?
Go for it.
So, when was it? 2 years ago, I went to Plymouth.
Yeah.
Fantastic place for boaters.
Yeah,
I went to a seagull meet. We was having a seagull race.
Nice.
And I didn't know, but I stopped in a Premier Inn.
Yeah.
So I threw my bags in. I thought, we're at Premier Inn, let's see if we can see the harbour.
Yeah.
Opens it.
Yeah.
It was only Marine Bazaar. I don't know if it's UK or Europe's biggest chandlery shop, and I'm like,
oh, Aladdin's Cave, right?
I did a video on it. I was so excited.
Yeah.
It was me, Craig, and James.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a massive chandlery, and they're like, what? And we literally ran out. We was like kids.
Yeah.
And we ran out, and we went to this huge chandlery shop.
Yeah.
And it was just bought stuff here, bought stuff there. I'm like, and my mate James, he ended up buying a seagull from there because they had a couple tucked away.
Oh, really? That's a proper chandlery. A proper chandlery.
Yeah,
See, like modern chandleries, they just have like all your fancy gear, all your new stuff.
4-straw.
Yeah. But yeah, an old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
British seagulls, like 2 strokes.
Yeah.
And so we ended up buying one. And,
nice.
And I was just like, this is heavy. And the next thing we're out on the water going around Drake's Island. And
on the seagull?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not with that seagull.
Oh, okay, different seagull. Yeah.
Mine ended up actually breaking down.
So I've heard bit of an urban rumour maybe, that if you find a seagull on a beach, apparently you can dig it up, chuck some fuel in it, and you're for sure that thing will fire. Is that true?
9 times out of 10, you can. And I've had ones where you've seized, so you just whip the head off and literally hit it with a soft hammer and
it will go.
Put some fresh fuel in it.
Yeah.
Clean the spark plug and away it goes. But this seagull, literally the week before, I had been down the Bridgewater and Taunton Canal twice.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew it was fine running. It's not like it was a brand new one I'd only just got and not tried it, but it died on me. It was great because like we have a safety boat. Yeah. And the guys on the safety boat said, just jump on with us, and we had a great time.
Yeah. It's the adventure, right?
It was the adventure. Yeah. Drake's Island.
Yeah.
Plymouth was such a good experience.
It's the journey, right? That's the one. It's the journey. It's not the destination.
It's the journey.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Yeah. So I was down the south coast. Yeah. And I was probably in a similar situation. I went into the chandlery there, and it was an old school chandlery. Like you were saying with that one, it's like Aladdin's Cave. Oh. They've got all the new stuff, but they've got all the old stuff. Like basically every time you went in there, you walked out with a solution, no matter what it was, which I feel like a lot of these modern places like Force 4, if they haven't got it on the shelf, they're very helpful at Force 4, but sometimes they just don't have it, and you're walking away without a solution.
Or a new catalogue.
Yeah. And like 10 grand's worth of rigging.
That place is,
it's good, but it's pricey, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, that was like the start of my journey. So owning that boat and just asking so many questions.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I was in Marina, if I was talking to an engineer, I'd just listen. Yeah. Just always listen. And like quit, like the poor guy in the chandlery, I was in there every day. Every day. I mean, I spent loads of money in there, but I would be like asking him every day, what type of screws this? What type of bolts this? Oh, it's a countersunk screw, blah, 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 hex head, flat head, copper, stainless, blah, blah, blah. And I just loved it. I just loved like learning. Learning. I loved learning. I feel like for me, with boats, there's just an eternal circle of learning.
Oh, you never stop.
You never stop. No. I mean, like I did music. I got a degree in music. Weirdly, a little weirdly.
I never knew that.
No, it's been about 9-10 years since I used it, but I got a degree somewhere in there. So that knowledge is somewhere in there. Yeah. But I mean, for me, it didn't take long with music until I knew a lot of it. Not that I'm some amazing musician.
No, but you reach a level and you're like quite comfortable. I've got good knowledge.
And then weirdly, when I went and studied it, I sort of lost my passion for it. Fortunately for me, I haven't studied boats, so new passion, yeah. And I think every day with boats, you learn something. Every single person you speak to, like you generally learn something from them. Engineers, old engineers, it's always the best one.
Yeah.
Like I've been in Marina. So I was in a boatyard. So from there, we moved to Bristol.
Yeah.
I got a flat, and for a while, I lived in a flat, and I got bored again, and I was too stable. Yeah. Well, what I do, generally speaking, is I move into the flat. We have 2 rooms, and I just live in one tiny room because I'm just used to being on a boat. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So we moved to Bristol, and I was like, right, I need another boat. I need a bigger boat because we'd sold the yacht, we'd left it there. And I was like, I've got to continue this journey because I wasn't doing it for a living then at that point. I was just doing removals. I was doing like labouring, lugging, which is hard graft at the best of times. So moved to Bristol, bought this fishing boat in a boatyard on the outskirts of Bristol in Sharhampton. It was a wreck. Yeah. Didn't particularly want it, but what I really wanted to do is just get my foot in the door and get to know like the local people, get to know the area. Yeah. And fortunately, there was a guy called Rich who like got me in, sold me the boat. And from there, the rest is history, really. I got my foot in the door in Bristol, got my first boat. And then I just had to sit and wait for the dream boat to come along, It
does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because when I moved to Weston, I was driving through Uphill.
Yeah.
And I just looked at someone's drive, and it must have been meant to be, because there was this little... What was it? It was actually called Noddy, and it was an old river, little cruiser.
Fiberglass thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
With a little cuddy on it.
Nice.
Tiny.
Little day sailor,
it was probably about 11 foot, and it had a little Johnson 4 horsepower on the back, and I thought...
That's old school, yeah.
You know what? I kind of like the idea of having a boat. I live at Weston, and we've got the Bristol Channel.
Yeah.
Let's do it,
What can go wrong, right?
I ended up buying it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue how to start an engine. To start an outboard. I didn't have this piece of string you put on. I'm like, I'll just pull it. That's how you're doing it.
Generally, it works. It works pulling it.
It didn't, did it? Because like you've got to turn the fuel on. This, that, the other. Put a chalk on. I didn't know any of this. So I was like, YouTube. How to start. I didn't even know it was called an outboard. How to start a boat engine.
Nice. You got to start somewhere though. Yeah.
And so like you say, it's such a learning, and then from that, I ended up selling that, and I got a different one, and then I've had. Yeah,
because you've had a few boats now, right?
I think we worked out it's 20.
20 boats.
Yeah.
That's more than me.
So we've had a few jet skis as well.
I'm a newbie then. I'm a newbie. I think.
But I've never
10,
lived on
maybe.
One, so you're a proper on board, live on board.
Yeah.
You're living it and working it, where mine was just for pleasure.
I mean, I work on them. I don't get to take them out very much. No. I just get to just wave them goodbye, paint them and send them off on their journey.
To be fair, some of the boats I had, we had this, it was gorgeous, it was this Microplus.
Oh yeah,
16
I know, I think I know the boat.
501.
Yeah.
Or a 502.
Yeah.
And we decked out, me and my wife decked it out inside, and we're like, we'll put it somewhere and we'll go away for the weekend and sleep in it.
Yeah.
And then I went and sold it and bought a jet ski.
You're not going to be able to sleep on the back of a jet ski, are you? That is the issue with that.
Sorry, Laura, because we sometimes still argue about that now, because we put so much time and effort.
And how are you going to convince her to come out on that?
Yeah,
did she go on the back of the jet ski?
No, she went on the jet ski. She was happy as
fair play.
She was like, "This is horrible."
I don't know if I would go on the back of a jet ski.
Not in Weston's water.
No, it's pretty. There's quite a lot of logs floating down, and not just the tree kind.
Some of the things. Yeah, we've seen some weird things out there. But learning. I mean, the amount of headaches I've had because of boats, like when they stop working.
Constant headache.
When they're working, you're on cloud 9, and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's
amazing.
And you're chugging along on the
sunshine, glass of wine, bit of cheese.
But when they're not, and you're like, why is it not sparking? Why is it not getting fuel? Why is it not doing this?
So here's the thing, right? What is it with boat engines, right? So you get in I could go to my van, I could be away from the van for, 4 months. I could come, turn the key, and it would start, right? Yeah. You start a boat engine up, it works one day. You come back like a week later, and something's broken on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, right? But boat engines, diesel engines as well, petrol probably as well, just always break. They're just like not reliable. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of having two. Like if one breaks, you've always got the other one, I suppose.
I did have that at one point. I did have a jet ski and a boat at one point. It was fantastic.
Yeah, nice.
But you
can always tote behind.
Fuel.
Yeah, twice the fuel, twice the expense.
The maintenance.
I've got 3 at the moment, 3 boats.
Wow, yeah.
trying to flog them, but they're expensive.
Well, they are amazing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, boat repairs.
Boat repairs, yeah.
So I'm pretty fresh to Weston, so I'm getting to know. Yeah, I've actually been watching your podcasts.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been watching them. Oh, yeah, okay. I've been watching Mr. Spuds or whatever. Spuddies.
In fact, that leads me on to a really good. We mentioned Spuddies, who is an awesome sponsor of our podcast, Straight Outta Weston. But can we just have a moment just for these guys as well?
Yeah. Let's get them out of the way.
Yeah. So, thanks to the sponsors. Without you guys, I would not be able to do this podcast. Having this studio has been amazing. What do you think of the studio?
Oh, the studio is looking very fresh, my friend. And it's a lot warmer in here than it is outside.
Yeah, thanks to the sponsors, we've got this nice cosy room now and people can come in and just chill out.
So I'm quite new to Weston, really.
And you're in Uphill Marina, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm at Uphill, which is, they've sort of been running it for the last, I think 4 or 5 years, I think. They took it off someone. But yeah, Uphill. So it's at the moment, the business is called Uphill. So Boat Renovation People at Uphill. Uphill, that's the idea. So the sort of concept is that I'm trying to sort of do affordable marine services for people. So like anti-fouling, painting, fiberglassing, engineering. Sometimes if a problem's too complicated, I've got an engineer that I work with as well. I can do the more tech stuff. Because I know a little bit about diesel engines. I'm all right. I can problem solve basic stuff. When it comes to rebuilding a diesel engine, it's better just to get the professional. Marinized.
Not marinated.
Marinized.
They're slightly different to your car engine. So where your car engine's got a radiator and all this stuff, a boat engine's slightly different, so it's not as easy as get a mechanic in and.
A lot of older sort of diesel engines and boards often have what's called a raw water system, which is they're pulling seawater to cool the engine as well as the coolant system. So they're pulling that through the engine block to cool it down, and that's probably where you get all the problems because you never know what you're going to pull in. Even if you've got a strainer, you can block it. That's probably the reason they're always breaking down.
But Uphill, you've also got like a lake there, there's storage, there's even a cafe.
Yeah, there's a cafe around the corner. Yeah, there's a really nice cafe around the corner. They do a good breakfast. It's pretty amazing. And it's got such a good view. Like you can look over the whole of Weston. It's great. They've got it's a touring caravan park. So predominantly there's a lot of caravanners there. They come just to stay for a few days or a week or whatever. And then you've got the marina side of it. So you've got a few pontoons down there, like finger pontoons. They've put in some new pontoons, invested like a lot of money. Cost them a lot, apparently.
Oh, it will do.
Expensive, And they all they all float up and down. Then you've got the older ones as well. People can steal more on them at the moment. And then they've got the lake. Like you say, apparently they were filming sinking there the other day. I don't know what.
Really?
I don't know what,
They are doing a lot of filming around Weston because the Grand Atlantic's got all fencing up at the minute and it looks like a prison, but I don't know what's going on there. So if anyone knows what is going on at Grand Atlantic, please give us a shout and let us know. But,
we are on the boulevard, aren't we? So that sounds quite Hollywood to me.
We've got that's actually a good point.
Boulevard. It's the boulevard.
The Straight Outta Weston Podcast studio is on the boulevard.
Oh yeah, on the boulevard, baby.
Awesome.
It's the Big Bucks Boulevard.
Anyway, we've talked about the boatyard and the marina. Why don't we pop down and check it out? Because there is a special kind of boat you're working on, which I'm dying to see. Because these things I've seen on so many videos, but I've wanted to get my hands on one and touch it and get inside it if I can.
We can take you for a little look.
Nice.
Should we go have a little gander?
Before we go there, are you hungry?
I'm quite hungry, I am quite hungry.
Are you a fan of sushi?
Love sushi.
Well, I'm going to take you to the best sushi place in Weston. Just a quick one before we actually go. A massive thank you for coming on to the podcast.
That's all right. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Being a boater. You need a floating key ring.
I do, with my track record.
Exactly.
God, it's awesome.
These are the best floating key rings, and I've tried them out because I've tried all different types out. But these are from Hurricane Fenders. They do these solid, really good size, really well made floating key rings. They come in different colours. They also do.
What's that?
This is a tall bar cover.
Wow.
Different ones of these, different colours.
Nice.
It's a horse.
Have you ever had a shinner off a tow? It's not nice.
No, exactly.
It's a good invention.
If you have this on your tall bar, your shins are getting saved. And it looks cool.
It looks amazing. What a good...
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Hurricane fenders.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hurricane fenders.
Thank you.
But it doesn't stop there.
Go on.
We've obviously got you a pair of the white shades.
Oh, man.
It never stops. My guests get treated.
This
so
is good.
well.
This is good stuff.
Let me show you this. Straight out of Weston pen.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. We're in.
Straight out of Weston pen.
Oh, amazing.
The straight out of Weston bottle opener key ring.
Nice.
But also a new straight out of Weston key ring as well.
Nice. I'm feeling fully merched now. Fully merched up.
Go.
Nice. That is good stuff. Thank you very much. Wait.
Yes.
Nice one.
Now we can go to Ikanji and get some sushi.
Yeah, I'm starving. Let's get out of here.
Come on, let's go. Come on, get in quick.
Right.
So we're at Ikanji, the best place for sushi in Weston-super-Mare. Louis not tried this place before, so we've ordered some sushi for delivery. So if you just let the bus go, and maybe we'll just step inside because it's proper windy. It's pretty nippy. Yeah, it's freezing. But yeah, we're in the foyer, the entrance of Ikanji because it's a bit windy outside. But yeah, so you don't have to sit in to have sushi. You can go on Deliveroo, Just Eat, all the delivery apps. And yeah, so I've ordered us some, and it's pretty busy in there, so I might not be able to show a lot of filming inside just because I don't want to get people eating, because yeah, it's not very nice, but we'll go in and see if our order's ready.
Let's have a look.
Oh, we can sit here. Oh, come on, squeeze in.
It's nice.
I look tiny. There must be a big cushion.
I rate this. I mean, you could do a little bit more. It reminds me of the boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we just need to start rocking.
I might live on a boat, but I don't know how to fish, so it's good getting in here.
I was going to say, do you ever fish off your boat?
No, terrible. I've tried. Nothing.
I bought fishing stuff out of mine and never used it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I mean, I've tried. I have tried, but I'm pretty rubbish.
I've not even tried. I just bought the stuff and then it was like, no, I always forgot. Because I'm too busy like speeding.
Yeah, that's it. Getting fines, mate. Getting fines.
Yeah, don't even speak about that.
Oh, damn it.
That'll be for part 2.
Yeah,
we'll
part
have to do
two,
a second one. We will do a bought-in special part 2.
I think the follow-up, man.
Yeah. Oh, they're coming. So we're going to get to sit at the front and see Chef Richard making it. So let's go.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Yeah. Quick.
Good evening.
How's things?
Hello.
So you can't beat coming into a place, it's that fresh, the chef is still making.
Fresh sashimi, ready for you.
It's looking very good. It's looking very tasty. I'm scared if we sit down, we won't get out of it.
Thank you very much.
So you have the sashimi in here, and you have the spicy tuna salad. You have some Philadelphia and California maki in here, and also the agi maki, which is the fried one, and the prawn tempura maki.
Wow.
It's all ready for you.
Thank you very much. What a fantastic treat. You took the words out of my mouth. So you don't need to sit in, you can get takeaway, like I say, it's all packaged really nicely. And yeah. So you don't want to see us eating, do you?
No, I'm a bit of a messy.
Yeah, I'm a messy. So we'll see you. So we're going to go to the boatyard.
Yeah, let's go have a look at the boat.
Right, we'll see you at the boatyard.
Yeah, why not?
So we are down at Uphill Marina and we're back with Louis, and behind us is one of these. So I'm a massive fan, and I've always wanted to look at one of these rescue lifeboat thingy. I don't know what they call. What?
Yeah. So it's a bit of an escape vessel, basically, for an oil rig or big sort of shipping boat. The whole idea is that they're pretty much indestructible in a way. You launch them off the side into sort of any condition, and you hope that they don't sink. The beauty of them is that they're very buoyant. Their majority buoyancy, to be honest. And yeah, that's what makes them very safe at sea.
And you're doing a valet on this, aren't you?
Yeah, so I think we'll call it an extreme boat valet at the moment.
Definitely. So when you get your car valeted and they're washing it and stuff, this is like that, but hardcore, because you can see the thing's supposed to be bright orange, but there's loads of green and it's pretty thick and grimy, but it's gradually coming off. So
yeah, so basically my friend purchased it a few years ago, but it was down the river. Unfortunately, he didn't have very good access to it, and he's only just sort of managed to bring it to me. So yeah, we've got to sort of take it back, we've got to clean the bottom, we've got to take everything out of the interior, clean it and just get it ready for him to renovate, basically. It's going to be quite a job, but I mean, we can have a little look inside if you're interested.
Definitely. Honestly, I've seen them on videos and I've seen them on pictures, but I've never been up, and yeah, it's solid, it's massive. I didn't realise how big they were.
Oh yeah.
I know they fit like quite a few people in, but I didn't realise. So I'm going to do a bit of a walk round and then we'll have a nosy inside just so you can see the scale of it, just because it is massive.
Yeah, you can really imagine this thing literally launching off like the toboggan at the water park.
Yeah.
So obviously this is one of the exits, which you've or entrances, whatever way, if you're trying to escape or get on it, either. Yeah, and you can also get onto the roof as well. I suppose that's quite useful. Yeah.
It would make such a good, like, I've always wanted one that was like a holiday home, like have it somewhere on a river or somewhere, because they're massive, aren't they? So.
Oh, they make great. They make great boats on the river. Yeah. I mean, like, obviously you've not got a deep keel like you would have on a yacht, so you can put them on the canal river systems. You'll find, I think there's a few Instagrammers now sort of doing up these lifeboats and taking them into homes because they already come insulated, and like insulation on a boat is sort of half the battle. If you've got an insulated boat, you've got a warm home, and I feel like, you know, that's where the effort needs to be spent when you're on the water. A nice, cozy, warm home.
Yeah, you definitely want it to be warm.
Yeah.
I'm going to climb in and have a nosy inside. Well, let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit dark. We're in.
Yeah. At the moment we're sort of stripping out as much rubbish as we can get rid of, just trying to make the area nice and clean for the client, really. I've got a fun story to tell you, actually.
Oh, so nice.
The last 2 days I've spent looking for my van keys in this engine bay.
Oh no.
Originally this engine was completely intact, the batteries are in here. Fortunately for me, the guy wants the engine out. I thought I'd dropped my keys at the bottom of the engine. So I spent 2 days stripping the engine out, going into there, ruining all my clothes. Turns out I'd left my keys on top of the electric box just over there.
So yeah, so if you're a boater and you need boat repairs or services or any kind of boat work, these guys are the guys to speak to.
Yeah, we're doing fiberglass repairs, painting, priming, structural stuff. I've got an engineer, a marine engineer that I work with for diesel engines, outboards. Many years ago, people used to provide that service at Uphill, but it's been a while now. So hopefully we're sort of bringing some more industry back to Uphill, providing some affordable services to people in Weston-super-Mare, affordable boat repairs really, insurance repairs, that kind of thing. Just want to get some more boat repairs going on in this boatyard.
Yeah.
Get it lively.
Get some more boats on the water, because it looks awesome in Weston when you've got a few boats and jet skis out on a sunny day. It's so cool.
Oh, on the water now. You want them in the yard. Keep them in the yard.
Yeah, you want to get all these projects, but it's like, for me, in this, like, you can't stand up. It's quite shallow in a lot of places, but I love all this heavy duty industrial, handles, and then there's like a proper cockpit here.
Oh yeah, it's like seeing an alien, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can.
Unfortunately, I can't quite get in.
No, it's. You go up here.
Yeah, you've got your throttle controls there on the right hand side, or the left hand side, sorry, and your steering wheel there.
Oh, there's a compass there as well.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I mean, I guess you'd hope someone who's piloting the boat would know where they're going.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But it's brilliant to be in one of these. Like I said, I've always wanted to check one out.
Yeah.
And now there's one pretty much on my doorstep, and obviously you're working on it. And
hey, well, you never know. He might sell it to you, Anthony. It might be on his drive.
I don't think my neighbours would appreciate this outside my house.
Hey man, what about the flood? You know, Weston's prone to flooding. I think it's a good investment in my opinion.
It might just well be, but I would actually love one of these. They are brilliant. I love it. So we're gonna have a look around the marina, and this is what a Rue.
Yeah, so this is the Ruberg, and I think it's got a 15-ton sort of lifting capacity on it. I can't use this yet. This is the big boys' toys. This is just for the marina staff at the moment. But I mean, I'd love to get to learn to use it.
Yeah.
Mainly, its job is to pull boats out of the water and just move boats around the yard. Quite unique in that respect. It's all sort of hydraulics, so it goes out, goes up, goes in, goes everywhere. It makes the yard quite versatile, really, because we don't have to have a large gantry crane. So, you know, that way we can get boats quite tight to each other and just like get everyone in, really, get more people working on their boats. Yeah, I'd love to learn to use it one day. As most of you will know, Weston is access via the tide, basically. So this pill is sort of somewhere you'd access via the tide, so you have to turn up at the right time of day.
A big concrete slipway, so you're not going to like dig into the mud, which you need. But yeah,
this is where one of us slip up.
Yeah, I've probably got the worst footwear to be putting on today.
It's got really crappy trainers on.
Yeah.
Not like these wellies.
No, I prefer my wellies. But this leads out to the river Axe, and then you keep going round, and then you go right, and then you go out into Weston, into the Bristol Channel.
And you can see how high it sort of can come up.
Yeah.
It's not far off that sort of pole over there where we've got the number 3. It comes up that high. This gate is used as a flood defence. Seen better days though. But it's getting redone soon. Yeah, it's a great little marina, to be honest.
It is.
You have the beauty of the fact most of the time your boat goes down on the mud, which is a good thing. It means you don't have to worry about it sinking very often.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
And like rubbing against like a hard ground as well.
Yeah, like,
you know,
that's the beauty. It always takes the mud, so it's safe. You know, if you've got out drives, a deep keel, it just sits in the mud and makes its own sort of bed.
It's like a little cushion.
Yeah,
Nice little cushion for your boat.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Love
it's
it.
good. That's mine there on the end. I'll get it in there. Get it in there.
Which one?
That's that really nice one.
Oh, the best one there.
Oh, the best one. Yeah, that's it. That one there. Yeah.
Nice.
And if anyone wants to buy it, let me know. All right.
Can we go and have a look at it?
Oh, we can go have a look at it.
Let's go and have a look at it.
I think it's tidy. The beauty of this thing is it all floats up.
Yeah, so these are floating pontoons, so
Yeah.
they go up and down with the tide.
Yeah.
That is a beast. Look at that. That is
This one, Sundancer.
Sundancer.
Oh, maybe it's your new boat again.
Oh, Laura, if you're watching, I know what I want for Christmas now.
Yeah, there we go. See if Santa will bring it for you.
Yeah,
Should we take a little look now?
it's like cribs,
Yeah.
but on a boat.
So when I bought this boat many years ago, this didn't really exist. It was mostly rotten wood.
Yeah.
So I had to rebuild it out of composite, reimagine the back. I just wanted it nice and sealed, nice and cozy, and I wanted like a bit of a space to, you know, like
Oh, nice.
eat some cheese and drink some wine, you know.
Yeah.
Like the posh boaters. Most of the stuff on the boat is sort of like upcycled, like hardwood bits that have come off project boats, portholes that I've sort of managed to get over the years off friends. And yeah, come in and take a little look. I think it's tidy enough for you to come in, actually.
All right then. Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Yeah, permission to come aboard.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean about this area.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So, she's not too bad at the moment, considering we didn't know we were having any guests. So yeah, a little berth in here, so a little bedroom. This pulls out into a bed. This all down here. Plenty of storage and stuff in here for me. Little diesel. We've just installed a diesel heater, which keeps us like toasty warm.
Oh, nice. I like the head height as well.
You can actually stand up.
I can stand up.
Yeah.
Whereas the other thing, you like this. But yeah, no, it's really, yeah.
Yeah, the captain's how. So she's a dual engine boat. She's quite fun. She's a bit hard to manoeuvre, to be honest.
Yeah.
I prefer working on boats though, not moving them around. You know.
Yeah.
We'll go through.
It keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps on going. So this is the sort of, I think it's the saloon is the technical word for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's our cosy space.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, it's nice when you got the music on, got
Yeah.
the tunes. Got the most important thing here is the tea cupboard.
Nice.
Oh, and the booze as well.
Oh yeah.
Got to have the booze and tea. Oh. And the old, oh yeah, look, we've got our special hat there as well. It's a Jaws replica hat for when you really need it.
Yeah. We're going to need a bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat. So the cooking's because we're not on electric here, we're using a methylated spirit stove, which is an awesome bit of kit.
Yeah.
Basically, you just open it up and you fill it with spirit and then shut it down and you light it, which is beautiful. Make sure you've got lots of ventilation though and a carbon monoxide lamp. That's the main that's our main thing for cooking really. We've got electric oven as well, but you only use that on shore power, which we haven't got here right now, but it's coming apparently. It's a coming. And then have a little look at the berth if you want.
Oh, go on then. Oh, cosy.
Yeah, it's a cosy little V berth.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't realise there was so much space in here.
Yeah, it's really deceiving, isn't it?
It is like a little TARDIS, well, a big TARDIS, because obviously we just walked the length of it, but I didn't realise there was like a bedroom, a kitchen area.
Yeah, toilet as well.
But
yeah. It's like a tiny home.
Yeah.
I am so used to living in this space now. I don't think I could live anywhere else, to be honest with you.
No.
Flats are too big. Even a house, I mean, I move into a house and I end up like living in one room. So I might as well just stick with boats. It's just easier.
And the beauty of a boat is you can move around.
Yeah, you can annoy your neighbours and move away the next day. That's the beauty of a boat.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, and there's Eric as well. Just say hello
Flat
to him.
Eric.
Yeah.
No, that's brilliant. Yeah, thanks for showing us on this.
Yeah, no worries. It's nice to give you a tour of it.
What time's high tide? Can we go out for a spin?
Oh, yeah, maybe, mate. Yeah, give it an hour or two, mate.
Yeah. I think the tide's on. No, it's on its way out.
We might have to push it down the mud, but we might get there if we try hard enough, you know.
Right, let's go out to Flathorn.
Yeah, let's go. It's off.
So, Uphill Marina as well, there is a boating lake. You can hire this, can't you, for doing like kayaking and boating stuff and
Yeah, so essentially if you visit here in one of the caravans and stop on the touring park, you can come have a swim if you want. You bring your swimming stuff. Probably on a day like today you might be a little bit colder.
I don't think I'd like to go swimming today. But it's such a lovely spot, you know. It's one of them places, hot sunny day, you've got the barbecue going, you've got your paddle board on, and yeah, it's just one of them. And you can camp here as well. There's a few camper vans and caravans.
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, like the great thing about this lake is that they can do boat testing on it as well. So if you have a smaller vessel, you can put it on the lake. They will launch it for you, and you can test it before you put it out on the Bristol Channel, which is always a good idea, right?
Yeah, because you want to make sure your boat floats before you go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But yeah.
And it's been giving me a fact that I didn't know as well, which is apparently there's jellyfish in here.
Yeah, so over the years when I've come here, you come to the shallow bits, and when it's nice and sunny, you see the little jelly. They're only small, they're only like big, but yeah, you see them. And I'm always wondering, how did jellyfish get into here? So if it flooded, it must have been a massive flood to get over that side and into here. I don't know. Or maybe some inlet and outlet thing. I don't know, but.
Maybe it's just a really desperate bird has dropped one off, or a few of them off, you know?
Yeah.
Just hitched a lift or something.
Just hitched the lift, but yeah. We can't see any today, or else I'd show them you.
Yeah.
But they're only small, but yeah, it's always when it's warm. So if you know how the jellyfish got in here, please let me know, because I'm obsessed, and I've been obsessed for years about it.
Yeah, let me know as well.
Yeah. But massive thank you to Louis from
Boat Renovation People.
I forgot, I couldn't even speak then. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. For giving us a tour, and thanks for showing me the lifeboat. It's, I've always wanted to check one out, and now I've checked one out, and I've realised it's too big of a project for me. So I'm gonna
bigger.
I need small little speedboat where I can just put it on my drive and go out when I want. But
well, there is that, yeah.
Yeah. So unless you guys keep following and subscribing, and I get massive and I become minted, and yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, you can buy my boat then.
I can buy that.
Yeah, check out Boat Renovation People at Uphill. That's where we're doing all our repairs basically.
I will put links in the description so you can check these guys out. They do awesome work, and yeah, if you're in Weston, it's on your doorstep as well. So get boating and have fun on the water. But thanks guys for watching, and thanks for tuning into the podcast. Really appreciate it. Now we're going to get a word from our sponsors, so thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Straight out of Weston, shout to the town. Weston-super-Mare, where we hold you down. High energy vibes, we wearing the crown. Podcast kings, no need to frown. Weston-super-Mare, dropping gems, no frontin'. Speaking on the real, keep it thumping. 15 seconds, got the beat pumping. Hit play, now we always up to something. Straight out of Weston, shout to the town. Weston-super-Mare, where we hold you down.